Your memories are fake.
Let's wake him up.
My turn.
They're falling.
Then we fly.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, those generations were pretty insane, okay? But here's the thing. Most people think that in order to access Seedance 2.0 and generate videos with it, you gotta drop racks, okay? And I wanna be completely transparent. Obviously, it's the most expensive model on the market. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can access Seedance 2.0 for cheaper than what a lot of the other competitors are charging. And then on top of that, I'm going to take it one step further and show you guys how you can get 20% off. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to walk you guys through a couple of generations and also show you some secrets that I've kind of discovered with all of my Seedance testing, and it's really going to help you guys get the most out of your Seedance generations, because let's be honest, it's an expensive model. You don't want to be blasting generations left, right, and center unless you're Jeff Bezos or something. So the platform that we're using here is called FlexClip. As you can see, it's kind of like an AI aggregator that you can see how many, there's like 500 million different AI tools that you can use here. But I kind of want to cut to the chase straight away and show you guys the pricing page. Now, obviously guys, I'll leave a link to this in the description or in a pinned comment below, so you don't have to worry about going to the wrong website. But I kind of want to break things down for you guys here really quick, just to make sure you're not making any mistakes when you select your plan and stuff like that, okay? Now, obviously you guys can see all the dot points laid out that kind of separates the plus plan from the business plan, and you guys can select whatever you really want. But the thing that I want to make clear here, and I think the best path for a lot of you guys, is going to be to get the credits separately, okay? So if you click on the credits tab at the top here, you can see you can either select to get a one-time payment of credits, I guess, like the 2,500 credits here, or you can choose to kind of go on a subscription for credits, if that makes sense. So you can see the bottom one, you'd be getting 2.5k credits every month for 12 months. But as I said, I'm about to show you guys how you can get 20% off. So before you decide on anything, just make sure that you log in, and I'll be back once I've logged in. All right, so we're all logged in now, and it's time to break things down. So first things first, we need to know how many credits it's going to cost us to generate a 5-second video with Seedance. So in this other tab, I have it open right here, Seedance 2.0 Fast, okay? And as you can see, with a 5-second duration, it's going to cost you 60 credits. For the regular Seedance 2.0, it's going to cost you 70 credits, okay? But I'd pretty much always recommend the fast mode. Everything that you've seen in the intro was all using the fast mode, and I really haven't seen too much of a difference to justify the difference in credits. So for the most part, just go with the 60 credit 5-second generation, okay? Now, once we know how much credits it's going to cost for 5-second generations, you guys can go with whatever, you think you're going to spend or how many generations you're going to use. Let's just assume that you're a power user, you're just generating mass clips and stuff. We're going to go with 2.5k credits per month, okay? Now, if you select that, you click get now, it's going to come up with the annual price, which is $480, okay? Obviously, that's pretty expensive. If you click on have a coupon and you enter my thing right here, which is Jarrell20, okay? Jarrell20, I'll have a link in the description, same as always. Click on redeem, and it's going to take you down to $384 annually, okay? Now, if we do the maths here, it's $384, just rounding up annually. You divide it by 12. I hope you guys are following me here. $32 per month, essentially. Now, if we divide that by 60, which is how many credits that it costs per 5 seconds, then it comes out to 53 cents, essentially, per 5-second generation. And as far as I know, although that is still pretty expensive, let's be honest here, it's still cheaper than a lot of the other AI aggregate platforms. So now that we have all of that out the way, let's get into the actual generation side of things. So if you click on, or if you hover over AI at the top here, we're going to click on Nano Banana Pro, because I want to show you guys a little bit of a hack here, okay? I'm going to show you guys how you can get consistent characters using Seedance, but first you need an image to start with. So we're going to put in this prompt right here. It's a massive prompt. I obviously generated it myself, but I'm not going to read it out. It's basically just a 3D Pixar style animated character, okay? If you want, a cool thing about FlexClip as well is that you can select the style. So we're just going to go with, this is a 3D character, so we'll just go with 3D animation. You can upload a reference image if you want. We're just going to create it from scratch. But essentially what the point of this is, we're just going to click 4K, obviously, make it 16:9, is we're essentially creating a character reference sheet. I'll just leave it on 1 for now, but you can select 4 if you want to. And then we're going to generate. It only costs 18 credits, obviously, and I'll get to you guys once it's finished generating. All right, guys, so the image generation has finished. As you can see, we have a full character reference sheet. You can see every angle of the character, so it's not going to trip out when it's trying to generate angles that aren't visible on the sheet, because you can literally see every every angle. I realized also I should tell you guys what the kind of template that I used was for the prompt. So I'll leave this either in the description or maybe in the comment section below, something like that. I'll have the template there so you guys can create your own character reference sheets. Now let's go back, and if we click on AI image to video, it's going to automatically insert that image as our reference image. And as you can see, Seedance 2.0 fast is already selected here somehow. I guess maybe I was using it before. Now the prompt we're going to paste in is this one right here. It's essentially a timeline prompt, and if you guys don't know what that is, it essentially specifies what's going to be happening on the screen at what point in time. This is another one of those secrets I wanted to tell you guys. To be honest, I was going to say if you're using 15-second generations, but even if you're doing 10-second generations, even if you're doing 5-second generations, you should be specifying what's happening at every interval of seconds when something's changing for Seedance, because the model is that good. It could literally go second for second, bar for bar with everything you want to be happening. So you can see right here, I've got the global context, which is just describing everything of the character and all that. Then you've got what happens between 0 and 4 seconds. You've even got the type of shot and everything, what's happening between 4 and 8 seconds, what's happening between 8 and 12 seconds, and then 12 and 15 seconds. And then these are some quality constraints. Again, guys, I'll leave the prompts below if you guys want to use this for whatever you're working on. So let's go back. Which one was it? This one right here. Let's go to a 15-second generation to obviously match all of the timeline prompting, and then we'll obviously enable the audio. You guys can select whatever visibility you want. I'm gonna keep it private for now. And one thing I want to mention as well, guys, obviously you can use an end frame if you want to. We're just going to leave it blank for now, and we're going to click on generate. All right, so we got our result back. As you can see, there's the reference image that we used, and let's see how consistent our character is throughout this 15-second generation. Okay,
They told me all the old relics were gone.
it's got a narration over the top.
Guess they just didn't know where to look. All right,
Pretty consistent.
show me the way.
I don't really like that ending scene, to be fair.
They told me.
But I mean, the character stayed exactly true to the reference image the entire time. So that's example number one. Now, the second example I wanted to show you guys is this kind of storyboard fueled Seedance generations. Now, obviously, this storyboard was generated using Nano Banana Pro. You can see all of the details that I used to generate it right here. It was text to image. There was no reference image. And this is the prompt that I used, okay? Cinematic film storyboard, 4-panel sequence, 16:9 widescreen, whatever, okay? You can see the storyboard. Obviously, the fourth panel doesn't really make any sense because it's a different photograph to the third panel. I don't really care. I just want to show you guys what the Seedance generation turned out as. Okay, so this is the Seedance generation right here. This is the prompt that I use. As you can see, I'm always using the timeline prompting. I'm telling you guys, you must be using timeline prompting if you're using Seedance 2.0. Don't forget, this is the 4-panel storyboard that we created. Let's see if it stays true to the storyboard, okay? So it's essentially the guy walks in, walks to the desk, picks up the photograph, and then it does an over-the-shoulder shot, but the photograph is different to the one in the third panel. Let's see if it matches that. So he walks in, pretty accurate so far. Fades into the second panel there where he walks towards the desk. Third panel, which is him picking up the photograph. And then the fourth panel would even change to the different photograph, which doesn't really make any sense. Alright guys, now I've saved the best for last year. Basically what I'm going to be showing you how to generate one of those, compilation of scenes from the intro that I played for you guys. So we're just going to paste in this prompt right here. I'll show you guys the full prompt in a second. We'll select a 15-second duration. We'll enable audio. We'll keep visibility to private, although it doesn't really matter. But watch what happens when I click on generate right here. And I want to make sure you guys don't make the same mistake. It's going to come up with an error saying, please upload an image first. Now, obviously, you can't upload reference images of real people with Seedance. Sometimes, like 1 in every 10 times, maybe it'll work, but for the most part, it's just going to waste your time. It's going to generate for a little bit, then say, it violated some content thing with Seedance. It's really bad for that. So the way that I found to get around this, it's such a weird way, but essentially all you want to do is you want to drag and drop or just upload a 16:9 blank image, okay? And that's essentially what we're going to use as the reference image. All right, pause the video real quick. This is future me talking at 1 a.m., but I just realized that to the left of my fat head is a button that says text to video. And if you just click on that, you won't need to do this little upload hack method that I'm talking about right here. So just make sure you guys click text to video, and that way you can continue doing what I'm about to do just without uploading that 16:9 image. For the video, we're going to put in this prompt, and don't worry guys, I've got the full prompt right here. You can essentially see that I'm using the same timeline prompting. We've got 0 to 3 seconds, which is, one scene of the lady in the lab coat. You've got the next 3 seconds, which is a drone tracking the guy who's running across the bridge or whatever. You've got the next 3 seconds, which is a close-up of the woman who's kind of, I guess, being chased or whatever. You've got the next 3 seconds, which is a spinning wide shot of 2 men, doing some type of combat in a spinning hallway. And then you've got the last scene, which is the last 3 seconds, and it's the guy who's kind of got the gun up to the screen. So let's go back back to Flex Clip, and let's see now that we've uploaded this blank reference image if we're actually able to click generate. So we click generate right here, and in a second, as you can see, it's able to go through right now. So all you have to do is upload a 16:9 blank image. I don't think it matters if it's black or if it's white or anything. Just upload a blank 16:9 image, and let's see how it generates. Right, so it finished generating right here. Let's see if it did as good as the intro clip did. Okay, we'll click start, and actually straight off the bat I want to say that text is completely messed up, and I think that's kind of a lacking area with Seedance. I actually think that Kling 3 might be a little bit better with keeping the the text legible, I guess.
Your memories are
I don't even know if that's a word. That reminds me of like Temple Run or something. That's a better one, I think, from the intro.
Let's wake them up.
I think I like the intro one better. But essentially, guys, you can see the timeline prompting and sticking exactly to what we said for every 3 seconds. So that's how to use Seedance 2.0. But if you guys do prefer to use Sora 2 still, I know a lot of you guys will still prefer that. I did just get done making a video on how you can continue using it up until I think it was September 26th. Aside from that, if you want to know how to make money using all of these different AI platforms that you're already using, then join my school community.